Mae e wedi gwneud ei benderfyniad. A does neb yn gallu dadlau ag e.
Screwfix Sprint yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C.
Yng nghanol cyfnod cyffrous o bêl-drod merched yng Nghymru, mae'n ddiwrnod hanesyddol yn Abertawe ar ddechrau tymor prif adran Genero. Wrth i ddau glwb fwyaf llwyddiannus y gyngrair, y ddau hen elyn dechrau'r tymor yn erbyn ei gilydd. A llynedd, gaethon ni gracer o gêm yng Nghyn Coed.
Mewn i'r cwrt Cosby, cyfle Mergis, Costel yn bai mewn, ac Emily Allen, sydd wedi rhoi met Caerdydd ar y blaen. Ymlaen i Stacey Jones, ac Abertawe yn gyfartal. Y bel yn dod ac yn syrthio garedig i Sioned Jenkins, a mae wedi sicrhau'r 3 pwynt agoriadol i Abertawe.
Gyda'r tîm rhyngwladol o fewn cyrraedd o gemau ail gyfle, Cwpan y Byd am y tro cyntaf eriod, mae pencampwyr y gyngrair domestig llynedd Abertawe yn chwarae ei gêm gyntaf eriod yn stadiwm Swansea.com heddiw yma, ac mae'n addas iawn taw ei gwrthwynebwyr yw'r gelynion Met Caerdydd. Mae'n benwythnos agoriadol prif adran Genero Abertawe yn erbyn Met Caerdydd yn fyw o stadiwm Swansea.com. Ie, croeso cynnes ato ni, ac mae'n braf iawn cael cyn chwaraewraig dros Gymru, wrth gwrs erbyn awr, yn wario pêl-rwyd dros Gymru, Nia Jones. Nia, croeso fawr.
Helo, diolch.
Nia, mae'n dymor newydd. Mae bron yn teimlo fel pennod newydd o bêl-drod merched yng Nghymru, ac am gêm, am y chlesur sydd o'n blaenau ni heddiw.
Ie, mae'n wych. Bydd y gêm ar ben ei hun yn wych. Mae wastad yn gystadleuol gyda'r dau tîm yma. Wastad goliau, wastad tackles galed. Mae o hyd yn gystadleuol, so dwi'n really edrych ymlaen, a fel ych chi'n dweud, am llwyfan, mae'r cae yn edrych yn anhygoel, sy'n bwysig i dau clwb sy'n hoffi chwarae pêl-droed hefyd. A hyd yn oed i'r chwaraewyr jyst cael bod yn ystafell newid mewn stadiwm fel hyn yn hanesyddol yn arbennig iawn.
Ie, fi'n siŵr bydde ti'n dwlu bod mas yn chwarae ar y cae yn prynhawn yma. Wel, nawn ni drafod y gêm mewn mwy o fanylder yn y man, ond yn gyntaf, beth am i ni glywed gan y ddau rheolwr, Ceri Phillips a Izzy Taylor, sydd wedi bod yn siarad gyda Gabriella Jukes.
Fi'n edrych ymlaen i'r gêm, diolch i'r clwb am cael y profiad ac y siawns i chwarae yn y stadiwm heddi. Mae pob un o'n ni yn edrych ymlaen i'r gêm, ac ni bach yn hyderus hefyd, so gen i weld.
Really excited. I think obviously having the opportunity to play here is fantastic, and we've faced Swansea many times, and obviously this makes it a little bit different, a little bit more special. I know it's something that the girls are really looking forward to, and hopefully we can put on a good show today.
O'n i'n gwybod oedd y tymor nawr yn fod yn anodd, ond ni wedi cael haf dda ac y pre-season dda hefyd. Oedd y perfformiad mas yn y Champions League wedi fod yn dda hefyd. Ni wedi paratoi yn dda. Mae cwpl yn chwaraewyr newydd dyn ni hefyd. Fi'n edrych ymlaen. Ni'n gwybod oedd e'n bod yn anodd, y tymor galed, ond ni'n edrych ymlaen nawr.
We've had a fantastic pre-season. We've been challenged. We've worked our absolute socks off in pre-season. We've kept under the radar a little bit, okay, and we've tried to sort of keep what we're doing to ourselves and things like that. But yeah, I'm really happy with where we're at, and I know this is the first game of the season, but hopefully it can be a good sort of starting point for what we want to achieve this season.
Y ddau rheolwr yn barod am Dani, felly nawr Nia, tymor diwetha Abertawe yn ennill y gyngrair am y drydydd tymor yn olynol. Bydd hwnna'n rhywbeth bydd Met Caerdydd moyn neud yn siŵr bod hwnna ddim yn digwydd eto eleni?
Nath nhw ond ennill o 4 pwynt tuag at y diwedd. So mae'n really bwysig heddiw actually y canlyniad. Da ni'n gwybod os bydd y canlyniad heddiw a'r perfformiad yn mynd i cael effaith actually ar diwedd y tymor. So really bwysig i'r ddau clwb cael dechreuad da i'r tymor.
Y ddau reolwr fyna'n sôn am pre-season, yn sôn am yr yr haf. O ran paratoadau Abertawe, gaethon nhw Siom mas yng Nghyngrair y Pencampwyr. Nathon nhw newid i rheolwr nhw'n illa hwyr mewn i'r haf hefyd. Ond newyddion da iawn yw bod capten y clwb Emma Bainan gath i babi rhyw 3 mis yn ôl. Mae hi nôl tymor yma.
Ie, a dyna wobr Alex yma i Cardiff Met hefyd yn Elias am y gyngroed. Da chi cael chwarae yn Ewrop, cael chwarae yn y Champions League. Da ni eisiau bod yn mwy cystadleuol pan da ni'n mynd yna, ond ie, mae'n bwysig i ddau clwb. Cael Emma Bainan yn ôl, waw, anhygoel, 3 mis, a mae profiad hi a ochr creadigol hi yn mynd i bod yn really bwysig i Abertawe heddiw.
O'n i'n licio bod hi'n cysylltu â Helen Ward pan gath i'r babi. I fynd am tips i weld reit, fel i fi wneud yn siŵr bod fi'n mynd nôl mas ar y can am o'r gyntaf a phosib. Nia, o ran Met, maen nhw dim ond wedi colli 8 gêm gyngrair ers 2017 ym mis Ionawr, a mae 7 o'r gemau wedi bod yn erbyn Abertawe. Felly mae Abertawe yn bach o bwgi tîm i nhw.
Ie, mae darbi go iawn, a mae gan Cardiff Met hanes really gryf hefyd. Wastad efo set-up really dda yn y brifysgol. Chwaraewyr talentog o hyd yn dod i chwarae Cardiff Met. A rhai chwaraewyr hefyd wedi chwarae dros y 2 clwb heddiw. So, rhaid yn grudge match, ond ie, really edrych ymlaen i weld y cystadleuaeth.
Ie, mae'n mynd i fod yn dyn. Mae'n mynd i fod yn gyffroes mas yna heddiw. Wel, mae'r gic gyntaf yn agosau fan hyn yn stadiumswansea.com. Mae'r torf wedi dechrau cyrraedd hefyd. Ymunwch â ni ar ôl yr egoel am y gic gyntaf.
Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C.
Boys bach am gêm.
Wow, we found a win just in edrych.
Tymor newydd y clwb rygbi yn dechrau gyda Caerdydd dreigiau cyn bo hir ar S4C, S4C Click a BBC iPlayer.
Ti di dod ar bibs?
Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C.
Croeso nôl ato ni'n fyw o stadiwmswansea.com Abertawe yn erbyn Met Caerdydd ar ben wythnos agoriadol y brif adran. A sgwlwch ar hwnna am dorf sydd gyda ni fan hyn yn Abertawe. Oedd y tro cynnar ar gyfer y gêm heddi yn rhad ac am ddim gan y clwb ac am achlysur sydd o'n blaenau ni heddiw. A dyma tîm sylweddus chi yn y Gymraeg. Mae Gwennon Harris yn cadw cwmni Dylan Ebenezer, and a reminder that English commentary is available on the red button for this one with Mike Davis and Katie Sherwood. Felly mae'r tîmau yn neud i ffordd allan i'r cae, felly beth am un i muno am tîm sylweddus ni, Gwennon Harris a Dylan Ebenezer.
Well, good afternoon everyone and welcome to the Swansea.com stadium for the opening fixture of the Genero Adran Premier season between Swansea City ladies and Cardiff Met ladies. Well, leading the teams out today is a very important young lady, Sophia Grace Leach. In December 2019, Sophia had reconstruction surgery on both knees due to a rare genetic condition, and she has since had to learn to walk again. And all the family are avid Swansea City fans, and the club has given regular updates on Sophia's condition. Sophia has also been responsible for launching the team's kit. An historic day for all those ladies and also for the offspring. An historic day as the ladies play on the hallowed turf of Swansea City for the first time. They are the champions of the Genero Premier League and they're looking for the 4th successive championship. Fantastic crowd come together here as well at the Swansea.com stadium. The club has sold the game particularly well. It's wonderful to see the game live on S4C this evening. And in terms of today's lineups, Swansea City have made 2 changes from the team that lost out in Greece in the Champions League qualification. They are without the influential defender Sioned Jenkins and Sarah Adams. They include Jessica Williams and Monet Legal, former Cheltenham player, and also include Lucy Finch, a new addition from the Met. They include also Golden Boot winner Stacey John Davis and Golden Glove Claire Skinner. She starts. In terms of the Met, they include 18-year-old Amelia Hawkins, who starts in goal. Top scorers Emily Allen, she will lead the line with Shannon Evans, and Jess Westcott is a new addition from the USA. Keeping me company in the commentary box is former Welsh international Katie Sherwood. Good afternoon, Katie.
Good afternoon.
And a big game here at the Swansea.com stadium.
Yeah, a huge game ahead of us. You know, 2 heavyweights in the league who won't want to give an inch in this game. So a really exciting start to the season. So we've got Ellie Lake, she's one of the players to watch today. You know, we talk about this league giving young players a platform to perform, and Ellie Lake is one of those youngsters. You know, she's had a lot of playing time for Swansea. She's got a lot of Welsh caps as well. She reads the game very well, and you know, I'm excited to see her play.
Yeah, certainly. That's Izzy Taylor, the Cardiff Met coach. The Swansea ladies in a huddle, as I said, looking for a 4th consecutive championship. Our referee this afternoon is Charlotte Carpenter. She's been on the FIFA list since 2015, and it's been a really successful summer for Welsh ladies refereeing, with Cheryl Foster being so successful in the Euros. And both teams take the knee as well to show that there is no room in sport or society for racism. Swansea City kick off, and it's Katie Hosford attacking down the left-hand side. Good tackle. And looking to release Shannon Evans. Evans cuts inside well. A square pass, early opportunity here. The ball is cleared. Exciting start. This is Amy Long. It's a much changed Cardiff Met side from the one that lost the Welsh Cup final the last time we worked together, I think, Katie, when Cardiff City won by 2-0.
And I like what Izzy Taylor said at the beginning. You know, they've been very quiet under the radar this pre-season. I think sometimes that's the best way to be, because then it keeps the rest of the teams guessing about your pre-season. So I like that tactic.
Jessica Williams knocks it long, looking for Stacey John Davis. Ball is cleared. How do you think the ladies will cope, Katie, with, you know, this is probably the first time they've played on such a big pitch as well?
I think it's sometimes when you have this occasion, you have to just think about playing the game and not the occasion. It was fantastic to see them playing on this ground. You know, a lot of them are Swansea City fans themselves, so to have this opportunity is great. But, you know, it's very important these first 10 minutes they just calm themselves and they just play the game ahead of them, not so much the occasion.
There's been quite a change as well in the coaching staff here at Swansea. With John Beale leaving, Kerry Phillips coming in, and he had to take charge of the team, of course, out in Greece, in Thessalonica, for the 2 games.
Yeah, and they had a really tough time in the Champions League. You know, it's not an easy thing to go to, stepping up from the Welsh League into the Champions League. So he would have learned a lot about his players in those situations, and hopefully they can take that into the league.
Ball played rather short to Emily Allen. Met clear, and Grace Corn clears. Interesting selection by Swansea City. I've always seen Tia Richardson in the centre of their defence, but they've selected today, I think it's Jessica Williams and Grace Corn. Sorry, Jessica Williams and Alicia Powell in the centre of the Swansea defence.
Yeah, Tia Richardson, she's the Cardiff Met player. Yep. So she's usually a starter for Cardiff Met. She's not in there today. So, you know, you don't know how pre-season has gone. You don't know, you know, if she's been performing well. So, yeah, it's an interesting one to see.
And Tia Richardson, I think she's moved from Swansea to Met on more than one occasion. I think that's what mixed me up.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of players actually for Cardiff Met and Swansea who's played for Swansea now playing for Cardiff Met and vice versa.
Well, 3 minutes gone, no score here at the Swansea.com stadium. Stacey John Davis, the Golden Boot winner. Steph Turner, captain of Cardiff Met, shielding the ball, but she concedes the throw.
That's going to be a real battle down that left-hand side between Katie Hosford and Steph Turner.
This is Lucy Finch, the former Met player. This is the throw. She's lurking there, wanting the ball. And it is such a pivotal week for Welsh women's football, with that huge game in World Cup qualifying on Tuesday night. Wales getting that all-important 3 points against Greece on Friday night. It wasn't a very good performance, Katie, but they got the 3 points, and that was all what was important.
I think, you know, the performance wasn't the important thing. They had to go out there, they had to get 3 points, and it's their first time they played together in a long time, you know, since April. They're in pre-season themselves, so I think Gemma Granger would be happy with the 3 points and will be very much thinking ahead now for Tuesday night's game.
Foul in midfield on the Cardiff Met player. These teams have met so many times, but Swansea seem to have that sign over Cardiff Met. I think it's 7 wins in 8 games. And here's Hosford. Finch looking long. Ball played into the channel, and Hosford showing her pace down the left-hand side. But the ball beats her.
Yeah, that was a bit of a tough ask of her to keep that ball in. She's quick and she'll chase everything, but it was a bit too much on that pass there.
Ball is charged down. Opportunity here for Swansea City. First shot, and this is Bainon. Bainon shot wide of the mark. First shot at goal.
Yeah, first shot at goal. Emma Bainon, she got, you know, a great story behind her as well. She's coming into this game. She's just had a baby, I think, you know, about 120 days since she had the baby. So to see her back on the pitch is fantastic. And first shot at goal as well.
Grace Corn long. There's looked to be a foul there on Shannon Evans.
She's another player to watch this evening. A former Cardiff City Bluebirds player, but great pace about her. And I I wish we would have seen more of her in that cup final, because when she came on, she really affected the game. And she's definitely a player that Cardiff Met will try and get it in the game.
And how will Swansea cope without the influential Shauna Jenkins? She's almost ever-present in that team, despite her young age of only 23. But surprising, not included today. Must be an injury. Yeah, it must be an injury, because she's, you know, like you say, a usual starter for Swansea. So the fact that she's not in the team today just probably says that she has an injury. Jessica Williams, good play by Swansea, nice little triangle there. Out to Finch. Finch past Emily Allen, good play by Lucy Finch, and that's why Swansea City would have wanted to have signed this good young player, Lucy Finch, 23 years of age, former Cardiff Met player. Yeah, just showed that, you know, the fullback, real attacking intent, not afraid to get at Emily Allen 1v1, lovely combination play in midfield, you know, really impressive start. There were wins today for the New Saints, Aberystwyth and Cardiff City on the first afternoon of the Genero Premier League. Can you see anybody challenging these two teams? I think season? Over the years, you know, the gap is definitely closing. These two teams have definitely set the standards over years and the expectations of what you need to be and produce in order to be in the top two. I think Cardiff City Bluebirds are definitely closing the gap. They showed that last season. And I think this season, there's a little bit of pressure on them to step up. But the gap is definitely closing. Laura Davis with the ball forward, looking for Stacey John Davis. Look at that pace. But the goalkeeper, Amelia Fawkins, quickly off her line. Yeah, and you know, Cardiff Met lost their number one goalkeeper last season, Annabelle Sreely. So it's great to see the goalkeeper have an early touch on the ball, really confident and demanding in her box then. Yeah, only 18 years of age, Amelia Fawkins. Only started 2 games last season. With the new addition at the back, ball is played long, looking for the pace of Emily Allen. No flag, but the ball off the greasy turf beats Emily Allen. Definitely the right idea, just the execution wasn't right there. Emily Allen is definitely another player to watch this evening. She is such an influential player for Cardiff Met. She, in my opinion, she didn't get much of the ball in the final, and she couldn't really get into the game, but I'd like to see her more on the ball and showing what she can do going forward. Kelly Adams having to concede the throw there. Some sloppy play at the back by Swansea City, conceding possession to Cardiff Met. 8 minutes gone, Swansea City 0, Cardiff Met 0. And Met will be happy with the way the game started, Katie, yes? Yeah, absolutely, you know. They're the away team here this evening. You can see Swansea's got a really big crowd here. So they settled their nerves really well, and they've got themselves a corner, and it's their first really attack of the game. Yeah, first corner of the game conceded by Lucy Finch. Sophie Hancock's. And there'll be an opportunity here for Steph Turner and Grace Corn to come up from the back. Hancock's with the free kick. Goalkeeper is... Well, she stopped there. She came halfway. Here's Hancock's again, low this time. Half an opportunity for Corn. Swansea finding it hard to clear here. Sophie Hancock's corner causing all sorts of problems in the 6-yard box. That was a great delivery by Sophie Hancock then. Shannon Evans, she rose really high above everyone else and just couldn't get over it. But, you know, a real early sign there from Cardiff Met, the attack, the threat they can have on set pieces. Claire Skinner didn't really decide if she was coming or not there for that one. Turner, captain of Cardiff Met, against Hosford, slides in. No foul. Play continues. And it's Jessica Westcott, new addition from America. That was rather strong from the goalkeeper to Jess Westcott. Yeah, just giving the ball too easily back to Swansea there. Under pressure a little bit. Just a little sloppy play there from the goalkeeper. Could have taken a touch there, couldn't she, Katie?
Yeah, she had plenty of time there.
Shannon Evans, such a focal point for this Cardiff Met side, but it's Met now have conceded possession unnecessarily, and Katie Hosford. Hosford to Laura Davis. Strong tackle by Met. They win the ball back, and it's with Emily Allen. Shannon Evans. She ignores Evans, goes for the crossfield pass.
Yeah, she just went for the more difficult pass there then. Shannon Evans is free down the wing.
Swansea trying to build down that right-hand side, and Monet Legal, a new addition from Cheltenham Town. But Izzy Taylor, I'm sure, will be happy. Remember that Cardiff Met won the Adran Trophy. They're champions. They're runners-up to Cardiff City in the Welsh Cup, runners-up to Swansea City in the league. Looking to build on their successes. There were 4 points difference between the two sides at the end of last season. An opportunity to split the defenders here, but the ball is played too far in front of Shannon Evans.
Yeah, Izzy Taylor will definitely be, aiming to build on the season she had as her first time as head coach last year at Cardiff Met. She's really highly respected in the game. She got second in the league, 2 cup finals. That's a great season as first time manager. And when you listen to the Cardiff Met players talk about Izzy, they all talk so highly of her. And I think because she was a former student herself, she's so passionate about that team.
Now a lecturer at Cardiff Met University. Ball played forward, and that's a good ball. And that's Shannon Evans trying to sweep the ball towards Amy Allen.
Just a little bit frantic from both teams, really. They have more time on the ball than they think. It's a very big pitch, probably a bigger pitch than they usually play on. But yeah, they just need to take a touch and just be a bit more composed in the middle of the park.
I thought I saw a Cardiff Met player with no number there. Was the referee.
Yeah, no team can really get a hold of the ball at the moment. It's quite ping pong, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. So throw in to Cardiff Met, and it's Steph Turner, the captain. It has been a really successful summer, not only for Charlotte Carpenter, but also for Cheryl Foster. In the Euros, of course, she refereed the semi-final and also refereed the under-20s final in Costa Rica recently. So very good role models for referees in Wales.
I think when you look at the tournament in the summer with the Euros, it's not just the role models in terms of the players, it's that visibility of the role models in coaches, referees, the media coverage. All that visibility shows young boys and young girls what opportunities they can have. It's not just playing, it's referees as well, and Cheryl Foster is a great role model in that sense.
That ball has come off Alicia Powell, and it will be a second corner for Cardiff Met. And we remember, Katie, the problems that Sophie Hancock's delivery caused in earlier on. I'll be interested to see if she tries to put this on top of the goalkeeper, because Claire Skinner was... Well, she didn't really want to come. She couldn't make a decision, really. She was totally undecided as to whether to come for it or not.
Yeah, I was just going to say exactly the same thing. If I was Sophie now, I'd be putting that right on the goalkeeper.
There's the sign. It's away this time. Well, there is a header there, and it's just wide.
Another great delivery there from Sophie Hancock. And again, an easy header there. She just couldn't direct it towards the goal. The defender actually did quite well.
Yeah, she's frustrated there that she didn't get that on target.
Got to be hitting the target from there. Got to be working the goalkeeper.
It was Grace Corn with the header. She did really well there. So Cardiff Met certainly winning the headers in the opposition box, and that'll be something that they'll be looking at to take advantage of during this game. Stacey John Davis loses possession. Met trying to sweep the ball across. Chavez in midfield. Legal. But it's a throw into Swansea City down the right-hand side, and it's Legal against Amy Long. Legal helps the ball forward, but
I'd just like to see someone from either side just really take a hold of this game, put their foot on the ball, just play the ball around. It's 100 miles an hour at the moment.
It's been a scintillating summer for women's football, Katie. Did you take in the Euros?
Oh, it's absolutely exploded, women's football at the moment, and it's what we've all been wanting for and crying out for years, really.
Foul under the nose of the linesman far side. Be a free kick to Swansea City.
Yeah, you can see there the Cardiff Met player, she's just got her feet tangled up there. And it's an opportunity for Swansea to set up and test Cardiff Met with their set piece.
Now, we spoke about how well Cardiff Met have utilised the high ball. It's now Swansea City's opportunity. And we have a very young goalkeeper here, 18 years of age, Amelia Fawkins. I wonder if they're going to put this ball under the bar. Well, it's hit really strongly across the box. Ball is free. Met finding it hard to clear. And Chavez clears. Well, that was hit with great power across the 6-yard box.
It was a really flat ball across the box. Difficult one to deal with. A little bit messy for Met, but they finally got to clear the ball.
Cross shot, and it's well taken by Fawkins for Cardiff Met. Fawkins wants to...
You can see there
slow
just
things down. Yeah.
The runs just didn't go with the flight of the ball there. If someone ran across the penalty spot, that could have been an easy header into the goal.
Ellie Priest wearing them for Met. Ball played forward, and there's a free kick again. And Jess Williams with the foul.
That's a really frustrating free kick to give away there. She had a back against goal, didn't need to get her arms up there and push her in the back.
Yeah. The foul on Shannon Evans, as you say. Another opportunity for them to throw the ball into the penalty box here. Erin Murray, Shannon Evans waiting for the cross. Ball is headed clear. Second ball so important. Westhoff to Amy Long. Long to Priest. "18 minutes played. Game needs to settle down a bit. It's a little bit frantic, isn't it, Katie, from both sides?
Yeah, it is. There's no really rhythm or flow to the game at the moment.
That's better. You've got Emily Allen on the left-hand side now. That's very good play. Opportunity to shoot. And there is a deflection. But it's come off Erin Murray, I think. And it was Chavez with a shot.
Yeah, that's what we want to see. Have that confidence. Edge of the box. There's no one in front of you. Why not have a shot? She got good strike on the ball, but just too many people in her way.
It's nice to see them shooting from far.
Well, we've seen last season, Emily Allen and Chavez, they're not afraid to shoot from distance with quality as well. It's just finding that space to have that shot.
3 league goals for Chavez last season. Horn. We covered this game this time last year, the game being played at the King Coyd Stadium, with Met going ahead through Emily Allen, and then two goals, Stacey John Davis, and then Shauna Jenkins hitting a penalty against the bar and putting in the rebound to win the 3 points. So this game will be a really pivotal game, despite it being the first of the season.
Yeah, you know, what a fantastic way to start the season with, you know, runners up against the champions from last year. Swansea won't want to give an inch. They want to retain their title, and Cardiff Met will definitely be looking to close the gap and show what they've been working on in pre-season.
Finch, Hosford in, thought you were going to pick out Lucy Finch there, the run by Stacey John Davis, but she went to the far side to Legal. And here's Finch again, so comfortable on the ball, and good play by Swansea City. Here's Laura Davis, oh, commentator's curse.
They did really well then, Swansea, to get out of a tight corner, but yeah, that final ball let them down.
Now this is Chavez forward to the run of Shannon Evans. Can she turn? Well, she does, but she's rather crowded out. And it's Emma Bainon, and she plays the ball against the Cardiff Met player, Chavez, and it will be a goal kick to Swansea City. Another good, promising move by the Met down the left-hand side.
Yeah, you can see they're slowly getting into the game, slowly finding some rhythm. You want to get the likes of Amelia, Allen and Chavez on the ball, because they're the players who will be direct, and they're not afraid to get at players 1v1. But it's just that final pass at the moment just isn't falling right. And
in terms of the highlights from the weekend's Welsh Cymru Premier League games, they'll be shown tomorrow night on Sgorio at 9:30. Almost halfway through the first half. No goals here at the Swansea.com stadium. A lot of effort from both sides. The opening Sunday of the Genero Adran Premier League. Champions versus runners-up. And I think we've got an injury here to Jess Williams. Yeah, it was a collision between her and Shannon Evans.
Yeah, you've just seen the two Cardiff Met players coming from either side there, and she kind of just got sandwiched in the middle, but it's good to see her back up on her feet.
Yeah, but Swansea already without Shauna Jenkins. They won't want to lose Jess Williams either. Stacey John Davis wins the throw, takes it quickly inside to Legal. Legal! Across the face of goal. Well, excellent quick thinking by John Davis. Yeah, Stacey John Davis, sorry.
She nearly caught the keeper off guard there. Just an early strike on goal. She's seen that far post. Just didn't quite fall to where it needed to.
She picked it up beautifully, didn't she?
Yeah, she almost needed to hit it with the outside of her foot so it had a little bit more curl on there.
Yeah. Here's John Davis again. To Laura Davis. In comes Bainon. Chavez. Quick feet by Chavez. Out to Emily Allen. Allen against her former teammate Lucy Finch. Good play by Hancocks. Westhoff spreads the play. Well played by Cardiff Met. This is good play. They keep the ball well. This is Hancocks. Steph Turner available. Swansea back in their shape. The ball played forward, but they're crowded out there. Some good play there by Cardiff Met, Katie.
Much better combination play.
Shannon Evans, but the tackle in by Lucy Finch. But she's conceded a third corner.
And that's come from Cardiff Met, just taking their time more with the ball. Sophie Hancock, Emily Allen, Chavez, just that combination play in midfield, creating the space and then creating that attack against Swansea, and this resulted in a corner.
And we see Grace Corn and Steph Turner, the two tall centre-backs, making their way forward. And every corner kick that Sophie Hancocks has taken so far has caused problems. 24 minutes gone. Swansea 0, Cardiff Met 0. Ball played in. Swansea win the first header, opportunity to shoot. Half a chance, goal! But there is an offside flag. Frustration. I think it was Steph Turner. But here's the play. Ball played forward to Stacey John Davis. Oh, goodness me. She tried to lob Amelia Fawkins. Well, what a passage of play there in about 30 seconds. Steph Turner frustrated by the linesman's flag. And then Swansea break and John Davis unable to lob Fawkins to put the Swans ahead.
Suddenly the game's come alive. You know, we've got a goal disallowed to a quick free kick. And like from this angle, that looked like the ball was going on. But great play from John Davis there. Just really unlucky with her accuracy. But wow.
Well, with her pace, when you look back on it, it was an audacious lob. But having said that, she could have taken it in towards the goalkeeper.
It was audacious, but the keeper was off her line, and she's been hunted down by the defender. So I was actually thinking, shoot, lob the keeper, because she can score goals like that.
Last year's Golden Boot winner, Stacey John Davis. 14 goals in 20 games in all competitions.
And I was just going to say, we haven't seen enough of Stacey John Davis yet, you know, leading goal scorer of the league.
Here she goes again against Grace Corn. Gets crowded out this time. Four Kings again chooses to take it on the first touch to clear. I'm sure she could take more than one touch there.
You can see it on the replay here. You know, great defending first of all from Swansea. Picked the ball up by Chavez. Oh.
Back on play, this is Hosford. Katie Hosford, great opportunity, pulls it back. Legal. Adams, ball played forward towards Stacey John Davis, with just over the star striker. Great run there by the left winger.
It was frustrating though. They were in the box and they played the ball far too back. She should have had a shot and goal. Great scoring opportunity there.
Game opening up now, and here's Hosford with space in front of her. Can she pick the pass? Well, no, she can't, but there is a foul on Hosford in midfield.
It was a late challenge there, but you can see the replay here. You know, you can see she's looking at. Yeah, I can see why she's gone for that. I really can. She could have taken it further, but she obviously has belief in her ability to do that.
Having looked at it again, I can see that the angle was maybe against her to run in on the goal. So it was a good opportunity, and she nearly finished it well. Free kick to the Swans. Jess Williams going from afar. Well, we thought Stacey John Davis's was audacious. I don't know what to say about that.
Yeah, that was a bit ambitious, I'm going to say.
I thought perhaps Swansea would have put a bit more pressure on this young goalkeeper. Only 18 years of age, 2 appearances last season, has moved here from Cardiff City. Not the most confident in clearing her lines.
And that's why that last phase of play what Swansea had when Katie Hosford was able to drive into the box. She played the ball far too back. She should have just had a shot on goal and test the goalkeeper.
Still awaiting the first goal. 28 minutes gone. Swansea 0, Cardiff Met 0. Champions versus runners-up of last season. We spoke about the results this afternoon. Aberystwyth winning at newly promoted Abergavenny. New Saints winning, and also Cardiff City winning. Expected results, Katie, from your point of view?
I would think so. You know, I think when you look at Ponty, they're definitely a team who's progressing, and it would have been a tough game for Cardiff City Bluebirds today, but you would expect them to win at home. Yeah. And Aberystwyth, they're definitely a team to watch in the league, and I think they can definitely close the gap. But, you know, a 2-1 result, I think Abergavenny show that, you know, they're capable as well. Yeah. It's going to be an interesting season, I think.
Ooh, there's a high foot boot there from Chavez, I think. But the free kick has gone in favour of... what do you make of that, Katie?
I think it's because she's come through the back of it.
It's Lucy Finch with the foul. So another opportunity for Cardiff Met to feed this ball in to the box, put some pressure on the goalkeeper, Claire Skinner. Chavez showed a lot of neat touches in this first half. Sophie Hancock's hits it well. Swansea head attempts to clear. Murray, and that's past the post and harmless.
Swansea are winning that first ball, but they're allowing Cardiff Met to pick up that second ball and just cause them problems around the box. You can see the ball comes in, they've won the first ball, but it's Cardiff Met who are picking up the second balls on the edge of the box, and that's what's causing Swansea problems.
Davis coming short, but closed down well by Hancocks, and it will be a Swansea throw. Alicia Powell. Considering Swansea City have won the Welsh Championship 3 times, you know, they're qualifying for the Champions League, but defeat against PAOK of Greece and a heavy defeat against Ferencvaros. That's the next step, isn't it, for Welsh champions, to be able to compete better in Champions League qualifying. It's almost a mirror image of the Welsh Premier, Cymru Premier men's situation.
Yeah, we see every season this league, you know, shows strength and the standards are improving. And we said about the gap closing between the top 3 teams and the bottom teams, and that's the next step. How do we then close the gap in the Champions League? But that's only going to come from this league getting stronger, and that's what we've seen, the investment in this league, and hopefully that can keep growing.
Corn with the free kick this time, and it was Shannon Evans with a header, but collected comfortably by Claire Skinner. Met again having the better of the possession in midfield. Opportunity here, ball played forward towards Shannon Evans, but it's Chavez again, and once again Cardiff Met win the ball back in midfield. Ball played to feet, Shannon Evans, the link-up play, well played, shielding the ball well. Emily Allen is free, once that ball played through to her, but Shannon Evans couldn't quite get her head up there to feed Emily Allen, and the opportunity is lost. But having said that, here's Emily Allen, but first touch couldn't keep the ball in play.
Cardiff Met, they're definitely winning that battle in midfield at the moment. They're definitely finding some rhythm and flow. I think Sophie Hancock has been fantastic this first half. She's really the one who's getting her foot on the ball. She's finding players, and Swansea are struggling with that at the moment.
I can remember speaking to you, Katie, in the Welsh Cup final when we talked about whether Cardiff City could overcome that psychological element of being able to defeat Cardiff Met. And it's a similar situation here, isn't it, where Cardiff Met are trying to overcome that psychological barrier. Can they actually beat Swansea City in a league match?
It's almost like their bogey team, you know, and I don't see much difference between the two teams. When you look at the starting 11 and the depth that both teams have, there's not much between the two teams at all. We can see that here today, you know, it's very even.
Monet Legal, good break from her over halfway. Look at the pace there by the ex-Cheltenham lady. And Westhoff gets the tackle in. It's a good tackle by Westhoff. But Monet Legal showing her pace down that right-hand side.
Yeah, we've only seen small glimpses of Legal, but when she has picked up the ball, she is a real threat. Great pace from her, really direct, getting forward, starting that attack for Swansea. But you have to give credit to Westhoff. Great defending, matching her pace.
Corner to Swansea. The top players are there. Stacey John Davis comes towards the near post. Allen clears. But again, Stacey John Davis picks up the ball. She does so well here. Laura Davis is screaming for the ball on the left-hand side, but Swansea persisting, going down the right-hand side, and the opportunity is lost. Swansea looking to change the angle of play. Powell to Lucy Finch. Finch into the feet of Davis, but she's closed down immediately. Ball played into the feet of Erin Murray. Murray looking for the run, and the ball breaks for a throw-in to Cardiff Met down the right-hand side.
Swansea enjoyed a nice little spell of possession then, but Cardiff Met, they're pressing quite aggressively to win the ball back. I see what you mean about the referee. She's blending in with the Cardiff Met players.
I'm really surprised that, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if she had to change the colour, because for us as commentators, we're getting a little bit confused, because I thought she was an extra player in the Cardiff Met
Well,
side.
for the moment then, the Cardiff Met players stopped, because I think they thought the ball was going to one of their players.
We're going to go back to the disallowed goal, Katie. Let's have a closer look at this. Was she offside? Oh my word, it's so close.
It's so close. My question is, how has the linesman been able to call that and see that? It's so close.
Wow. Well, it was given as offside. Frustration for Cardiff Met, because that surely should have stood.
Yeah, I just don't know how she's been able to see that. To me, that she looks like she's onside.
Well, we have had a lot of problems with VAR this weekend in the English Premier League.
I don't think I can talk about it.
Opportunity here with a shot from 25 yards by Chavez over the bar.
But again, Cardiff Met are able to pick that ball up. You know, she has plenty of space there. Swansea need to get hold of those second balls because it's too easy at the moment for Cardiff Met.
Eliana Chavez, she's had a good half. Katie.
Yeah, she's looked, you know, really lively for Cardiff Met.
Well, it's Lucy Finch who's limping and has taken a bang there, the former Cardiff Met player. Really impressed with Lucy Finch every time I see her on the left-hand side. You go past the player really well. Rugby Pawb will be on Tuesday. Ysgol Glantar versus Coleg y Cymoedd, and that will be on Tuesday. 20 past. Shannon Evans comes towards the ball, turns well, opportunity to spread the play to Emily Allen, but it's cut out well. And it's Finch again, and Finch releases Hosford. Hosford galloping down the left-hand side. Across is Corn. Corn does well, cut out the angle, and then concedes the corner. Grace Corn did really well there. Good defensive play.
She did. She was isolated there, 1v1, and Katie Hosford, you know, she's got great flair and she's happy to go at you. But again, we go back to Finch. She started that aggressively. She wins the ball back, plays in Katie Hosford.
In comes the corner. It's difficult for Hawkins. She does well in the end. It is cleared by Cardiff Met. Bainon, great pass. Wonderful pass to release Hosford, but Hosford, a wasted cross by Katie Hosford. She had acres of space there, could have taken the ball in and perhaps crossed on her left foot to create the angle.
I think go on, sorry.
No.
I think she was cutting in to have a shot on goal then. I don't think she was going for a cross. I think she was trying to cut in and have a shot on goal, but she had much better options.
A super ball by Emma Bainon originally, through a crowd of players to pick out Hosford on the left-hand side.
Oh, it was a beautiful pass. Split the Cardiff Met defence open, but the keeper did really well then. Really, really well. I'll really do well for her confidence.
Possession is 50-50, and that reflects what we've actually seen, because both sides have had opportunities.
Yeah, we've said, you know, the game's been very balanced, really. There's not much between the two teams at all.
John Davis, square pass, and out to Finch. Finch looking to 1-2 perhaps with Hosford. Hosford goes herself. Well, that could be another corner, and it is. And pressure towards the end of this first half. 39 minutes gone at the Swansea.com stadium. Now the last corner, Katie, was played right on top of Amelia Forking. She did really well, coped well, punched well. But I think they'll go for that same tactic. Here it is. Oh, there will be a goal kick. It's a Swansea head. It was Jess Williams with a header.
She just mistimed her run then, because if she would have just held her run just for a couple of seconds, that was a great ball in by Hosford. She just couldn't get over it.
Met playing themselves out from the back. Corn to Westhoff. Opportunity to play it out to the left-hand side to Amy Long. Swansea win the ball back. Still await the opening goal. Stacey John Davis, rather a laboured ball, but it's all worked out because with Hosford. Hosford turns on her left foot. Great shot! Wonderful goal by Katie Hosford. Fantastic strike from outside the box. The ball was played forward. She took it and turned, and on that left foot of hers struck a wonderful shot to the top left-hand corner Hawkins. 40 minutes gone here at the Swansea.com. Swansea 1, Cardiff Met 0.
I mean, what an absolute great strike. She cuts inside to a stronger foot. The keeper has absolute no chance. When you unleash a shot like that, I mean, top corner, the keeper had no chance. Great play by Katie Hosford. She'd just taken a position inside the pitch, and the ball just drops to her, and great play. Cuts into a stronger foot. Great strike. Keeper had no chance.
And that's the response from Kerry Phillips and the coaching staff. They've been pretty frustrated in this first half. You get another opportunity. Stacey John Davis wins back possession. Needs to play it wide. She does so, but nobody there wearing white. Well, that was a super finish by Katie Hosford. 9 goals in 19 appearances last time out last season, but she took it beautifully.
Yeah, she is a goal scorer for this team. You know, lots of assists, lots of goals.
12 league goals last season. She also had 11 assists. A really important player for Swansea City ladies. This is Davis, Laura Davis, looking an opportunity to cross. Dangerous clearance, edge of the box. Cardiff Met panicking a bit now. 1 down, 5 minutes to go before half time. Last season was Emily Allen who put Cardiff Met ahead. But here's Stacey John Davis. It's on to Legal. Legal shoots, but the offside flag is up. John Davis put her in beautifully there on the turn. Wonderfully weighted pass, but she'd gone just a little bit early.
Oh, I don't know. That looks so close again. That doesn't look offside.
Well, that's 2 controversial offside decisions that we've had from the linesman today.
It was a beautiful ball by Stacey John Davis. A really good run by Legal. They're really unlucky there, Swansea.
Met again trying to feed Emily Allen down this right-hand side, but in effect you've had Lucy Finch marking Emily Allen, and they've almost cancelled each other out, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. You know, it's a really good battle between the two.
Here is Finch on the ball. Ball played forward by Powell, taken down by Laura Davis. Davis does well, gets away from a marker, plays the ball forward. Ball is played back. I thought it was a bit short, but it's won back in midfield by Laura Davis. Here's Stacey John Davis. Good play by Stacey John Davis. Perhaps the final cross poor, but she's so dangerous when she gets the ball edge of the box, Katie.
She is, and I think that, you know, the front three have really come alive since that goal, and Cardiff Met are just struggling at the moment just to find their shape and just relieve the pressure.
Amelia Fawkins, no chance with that goal. Wonderful strike by Katie Hosford. Oh, another mistake, an opportunity to lift the ball over the goalkeeper, and Fawkins does well. Again, the vision by Stacey John Davis, so Fawkins off her line. Tried to lob her for the 2nd time in the half, and she was closer this time.
Yeah, sloppy mistake from the back with Cardiff Met. You know, that's the last person you want to pass the ball to is Stacey John Davis at the edge of the box, but again, very close.
Seconds left in this first half. Swansea lead towards the far post. Again, Fawkins struggling under the high ball. Cardiff Met do clear. And Kerry Phillips will be the happier of the coaches at half-time, I'm sure. Izzy Taylor frustrated, having conceded, but having done so well, but maybe even feels a little bit cheated with Steph Turner's goal, what was ruled out for offside.
Yeah, it's a real nervy end here for Cardiff Met. I just think they need to see in half-time and just regroup.
A minute has been added at the end of the first half. Across comes Bainon. It needed to be cleared.
impressed with Amy Long this half. You know, she's been a real threat for Cardiff Met.
One last opportunity for Cardiff Met to draw level at the end of the half, perhaps. In it comes. Ball is cleared by Swansea City. Westhoff plays it wide. 3 waiting for the cross. In it comes towards Shannon Evans, but there is another offside flag against a Cardiff Met forward.
But that's where you need that little bit of composure in the box. Again, trying something really ambitious. She just holds the ball up there. She can bring other players into play.
Claire Skinner looking to play the clock down. And that is the half-time whistle here at the Swansea.com stadium. And it's Katie Hosford with the all-important goal. After 40 minutes, Kerry Phillips will be the happier of the two managers, but Swansea are lucky to be ahead because Steph Turner, the captain of Cardiff Met, denied a goal by the offside flag of the linesman when it looked as if she was onside. But at half-time here at Swansea.com, it's Swansea City 1, Cardiff Met 0.
Screwfix Sprint, a noddi pêl-droed ar S4C. Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C.
Croeso nôl ato ni at yr achlysur hanesyddol yma yn stadiwmswansea.com. 1,400 o gefnogwyr yma'n gwylio. Ni wedi cael drama ac wrth gwrs i ni wedi cael gôl. Y pencampwyr Abertawe sydd ar y blaen o gôl i ddim. Diolch i'r gôl yma, yr ergyd hyfryd yma gan Caerdydd Hosford. Nia Jones sydd yma yn cadw cwmni i fi. A Nia, beth yw'r amgryffiad ydi o'r hanner cynta na? Fel o'n i'n disgwyl, ni wedi cael drama a ni wedi cael goliau.
Actually, nath Mes Caerdydd dechrau really dda. Gafon nhw rhan fwyaf o'r meddiant, rhan fwyaf o'r siawnsys. Ond actually, tuag at diwedd y hanner, a ni weld Abertawe tyfu mewn hyder. Ni weld un neu ddau o arbediad, actually, ambitious go iawn, ond am go gan Caerdydd Hosford ar diwedd y hanner. Wir.
Gen i gyfolwg ar y dechreuad da gath Met Caerdydd. Y cyfleoedd o'r Corneli, Sophie Hancock, nath hi greu 15 gôl i Met tymor diwetha. Nath nhw ddim wneud y mwyaf o'r cyfleoedd yma.
Na, mae'r deliveries wedi bod yn wych. Mae wedi bod yn yr awyr, yn y canol. Mae'n digon bell i ffwrdd o'r gogeidwad. I ddim yn gallu dod iddyn nhw ple sgynno. Ond actually, bydd Met yn edrych yn ôl a braidd yn regretio rhai o'r chances yma. Nhw'n peniad rhydd o fanna eto. Fel ydych chi'n gweud, Grace Cole wedi cael pen arni hei. Ond actually, o chwarae agored, Abertawe wedi bod yn well, ond y set plays mae Met wedi bod yn beryglus.
A fel sy'n wastad yn digwydd yn y gêm yma, Nia, mae yna wastad bach o ddadle. Nawr, oedd Met yn meddwl bod nhw wedi sgorio. Be oedd argraffiad ydi o hwn? Oedd na gam sefyll?
Wel, tro cyntaf yn mi weld a, ni dweud pan o'n i sylwebu, actually, mae'n cam sefyll, achos mae'n deflection bach, ond actually, pan o'n i'n wylio fo yn slow motion, dwi'n yn siŵr bod i, da ni'n siŵr os mae Ellie Lake, actually, yn chwarae pawb ymlaen, a beth am hyn? Actually, just carry ymlaen, mae Stacey John Davies o hyd wedi deffro, a mae ganddi gymaint o amser, mae wastad mor gryf a mor composed yn y sefyllfeydd 1v1, a mae ganddi'r techneg i actually wneud hynny a chipio'r golgeidwad, ond gymaint o amser iddi hi.
Ewn ni nôl i weld y cam sefyll fan hyn, a bydd tîm hyfforddi Met ni, a bydd nhw o bosib yn gantref gyda'r penderfyniad?
Mi fydden nhw, pan maen nhw'n edrych yn ôl, mae'n siom bod na ddim VAR fan hyn. Dwi'n meddwl mae Ellie Lake yn canol y cae, actually, yn chwarae Steph Turner ymlaen yn erbyn ei Kindlo.
A wedyn ni a hon oedd y foment nath newid popeth. Caerdydd Hosford sgorio ni 9 gôl i'r eilirch tymor diwetha am symudiad ac am ergyd hyfryd.
Maen nhw'n cael meddiant da yn canol cae fan hyn, mae braidd yn yr awyr, ond actually maen nhw'n ennill y peniad cyntaf, maen nhw yna am yr ail bêl, a mae just yn troi Steph Turner yn wir, ar ei droi chwith, yn y stadiwm yma, am clwb mae wedi chwarae ei trwy gydal gyrfa hi, actually mae just y stwff o breuddwydion yn gan Caerdydd Hosford.
O'n i'n dwlu'r dathliadau hefyd, o'n i'n sôn cyn y gêm ni, a just y ffaith bod nhw yma yn y stadiwm, 1,400 o bobl yn gwylio hefyd, mae hwnna'n ffantastig.
Mae'n wych, a dyma safon uchaf gallu chwarae pêl-rwyd menywod yng Nghymru, so actually, da ni wedi dweud, maen nhw'n heiddi llwyfan yma, maen nhw'n heiddi cael y tyledu yma, a mae pawb yn heiddi gweld y gôl yna.
O ran Met Caerdydd ni, a beth ti'n credu fydd y neges yn yr ystafell newid? Beth sydd eisiau nhw newid yn yr ail hanner?
Dwi'n dechrau rili dda, da ni wedi gallu clywed, actually, ydi Taylor ar y ochr, yn gofyn i asgellwr hi, Emily Allen a Erin Murray, actually, i dal safle nhw, just am y braidd yn hirach, achos wedyn bydd gan amddiffynwyr Abertawe penderfyniad i wneud. Ydw i'n mynd at Emily Allen a gadael Shannon Evans efo mwy o wagfa trwy canol, neu llall. No, just spreadio allan braidd yn mwy, a hefyd y bêl olaf, just penderfyniad yn y treian olaf sy'n gael nhw lawr ar hyn o bryd.
Mae Izzy yn gymeriad mawr. Byddwn ni ddim yn licio bod yn un o'n chreuwyr yna yn y stafell.
Dyna beth, dwi'n hoffi hi.
Diolch am y tro, felly'r pencampwyr Abertawe ar y blaen o gôl i ddim, y Cyril the Swan yn joio am y sifil yna hefyd. Dyw Met Caerdydd ddim yn joio os na ffordd nôl i nhw. Ymunwch â ni ar ôl yr egwyl.
Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C.
Boys bach am gêm.
Wow, we march a win just yn edrych.
Tymor newydd y clwb rygbi yn dechrau gyda Caerdydd dreigiau cyn bo hir ar S4C Click a BBC iPlayer.
Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C.
Croeso nôl ato ni, Swansea.com, Abertawe sydd ar y blaen o gol I ddim ar yr hanner nor Nia am bledd o bêl-drod merched yng Nghymru. Ni'n cael penodnos yma. Ti wedi bod yn gysio, ti'n gweithio ar gêm Cymru nos Wener i'r BBC. Cymru'n ennill o gol I ddim mas yn groen. Nawr, oedd I ddim yn glasur, ond 3 pwynt oedd angen a 3 pwynt wnaethon ni gael.
Ie, na'n ffodus o'n I ddim yn groen gyda i'n Caerdydd, ond ie, oedd o just yn wych, actually. Maen nhw wedi gweithio mor galed I fod yn y safle yma. Oedd o ddim yn perfformiad gwych, ddim yn perfformiad yn I wedi weld ganddyn nhw yn y hyd yn hyn yn y gyngrair. And actually, mae lot o chwaraewyr mewn pre-season, na nhw dal creu siansys, na nhw cadw bêl yn wych, na gladrwydd ddim creu dim byd, actually. A digon o chances ydyn nhw sgorio mwy, ond roeddwn ni'n weld Nia Jones, gol gyntaf rhyngwladol hi. Wel, hefo Jess Fishlock allan o'r sgwad, oedd pawb yn braidd siomedig, ond actually dath hi I fewn, oedd yn edrych yn siartrwy gydol y gêm a achos wedi cael gol gyntaf dros I wlad.
Nia Jones heb os, hi yw un o ser y dyfodol I Gymru.
Ydy, mae ganddi cydbwysedd ar y bêl, anhygoel, skills gres, mae'n hyderus, mae wastad yn uniongyrchol yn mynd tuag at y bêl, a weithio'n really galed i'r tîm hefyd, so mae'n 19 mlwydd oed, dwi'n meddwl, mae wedi cael 5 blwydd yn diweddar, yn anffodus nath mam hi misio'r gol o'n i'n weithio, ond fi'n siŵr bydd ddim edrych ar ei ôl, a ie, bydd o'n really diddorol actually, wel, pwy fydd yn dechrau y gêm, os mae Jess Fishlock yn ffit, pwy ydych chi'n dropio, dwi'n eisiau dropio Nia Jones ar ôl perfformiad hi nos Wener.
Ie, felly dyma'r sefyllfa o ran y gêm nos fawr, Cymru'n wynebu Slovenia, Stadiwm Dinas, Caerdydd. Cymru'n ail yn y grŵp. Nia, fel I ni'n mynd ati o ran y gêm yma, pwynt sydd angen ar Gymru, ond Slovenia yn ei gystadlu.
Ie, a fe'n gêm dyfarfod troedd gwella fynd y chwarae, ond nath Cymru hefyd mynd lawr I deg chwaraewyr ar ôl Hayley Green cael testyn ffôl. So actually, dwi'n credu o blaen 10,000 o bobl, record Gymraeg I hynny yn Stadiwm Caerdydd, gyda 11 chwaraewyr ar y cae. Dwi'n meddwl bydd o'n ffain I Gymru cael y buddigoliaeth a creu hanes yn y wlad yma.
Jyst o'n blaen yn arw ar nos fawr. Nia, diolch yn fawr am y tro, felly mae'r tîmau mas ar y cael barod ar gyfer y ddau hanner. Beth oedd ni ail ymuno a'n tîm sylwedi ni. Gwenyn Harris a Gavin Ebenezer.
Welcome back to Red Button Commentary with me, Mike Davis and Katie Sherwood, to pick up on the point discussed there with Sioned Dafydd and Nia Jones. They were confident that Wales could secure at least a point or a victory against Slovenia. How do you see it on Tuesday night?
I think, you know, these are the games that Wales have been wanting to play in for a long time. They're in a great position. They've got themselves in this position and they'll have nothing on their mind but 3 points. I think if you play to get a point, it's dangerous. They'll be set out to win 3 points, and I have total belief in them. And I'm really excited for the game. It's going to record-breaking crowds. It's going to be a great occasion, and I think they're going to be able to get over the line.
Well, we wish them well. Back here at the Swansea.com stadium at Swansea City 1, Cardiff Met 0. Early opportunity here for Swansea City. Cardiff Met a little sloppy in clearing, and it's Stacey John Davis, last year's Golden Boot winner, on the ball. That's a great pass. Opportunity here to cross towards the far post. Oh, an early chance for Monet Legal to double the Swansea lead. She acknowledges the quality of the cross, but she really should have scored there. Katie, what do you think?
Yeah, she definitely should have had some sort of contact on the ball. A great pass again from Bainon out wide. Great ball in. She just misses the contact with the ball.
Well, I wonder if she'll rue that missed chance, Monet Legal. Was so balanced in the first half in terms of possession. Ball played forward by Cardiff Met towards Shannon Evans. She's so strong, but so is Jess Williams, and Williams does well there. Replacing Shauna Jenkins. Ball played forward towards Stacey John Davis. Not the tallest, but very combative. Long. Chavez so busy in midfield. Loses out this time. John Davis, Bainon. Bainon looking to play in the scorer, Katie Hosford. Hosford, only one in the middle. Hosford chooses to go outside, and good save by Amelia Fawkins at her near post.
It's Bainon again in midfield. She seems to be pulling the strings with that technical ability and a vision to see where the space is. And as soon as Katie Hosford's in the box, she's got one thing on her mind, and that's test the goalkeeper.
Good save by Fawkins. A clearance downfield. Little uncertainty in the Swansea defence, but there is a foul on Alicia Powell.
Just a little bit of aggression there, trying to win the ball. Just a little bit late. She hasn't really got her eyes on the ball there.
So many of these ladies have represented Wales at all sorts of different levels. And Alicia Powell has a 1 full cap for Wales and 9 under 19. And it's interesting to see as well so many of the younger players coming through the age groups. Lily Billingham, Phoebe Poole being selected for age group games during the summer.
Yeah, it's great, and I think that's what's so special about this league, is it gives those young players a foundation to learn their trade and become competitive. We talked about Ellie at the beginning of the game, and in the past this league hasn't really been given the respect that it deserves, and I think over the seasons it's really strengthened, and you can see the likes of Phoebe Poole, Bingham and Ellie, you know, they've come through the ranks through this league, and they're getting their recognition at Cymru level now as well.
Ball played back to Fawkins, and this time she does play it forward on the first touch. It was the right decision, and Cardiff Met do well to win the ball back in midfield. Chavez. Ball played forward. Opportunity here for Cardiff Met to cross. It's Emily Allen, and on the volley, Erin Murray. But she had an opportunity there. It's a wild shot by Murray. She had an opportunity to take a touch there.
Yeah, we talked about it in the first half. These players have a lot more time and space on the ball than they think. Could have been possible foul there, but Emily Allen did really well. It was a poor ball to her, really well, aggressive to get the ball back, and yeah, again, just not good connection.
To be fair, I thought she had a bit more time there, but she was being closed down by at least 2 defenders, so she had to take that strike on.
She did. It's just a poor execution.
Here's Murray again. Hancock's looking to spread the play. She does so well. Out to Emily Allen. Allen against Finch. And Allen crosses well. It's under the bar, and Claire Skinner waits, takes the ball down. First time that Emily Allen maybe has beaten Lucy Finch on the outside. Yeah,
we were talking, when there's been a really good battle between those two, but she's such an influential attacking player for Cardiff Met, and she's just showing there what she's capable of.
Good positive start by Cardiff Met. I'm sure strong words would have been said in the changing room by Izzy Taylor, frustrated by the fact that her team were behind, and also the offside decision, and Stacey John Davis looks to turn Westhoff, and Grace Corn has to concede the throw.
Prior to the goal, I don't think Cardiff Met were doing anything wrong. I don't think Izzy Taylor would have changed a great deal other than just be a bit more composed on the ball.
Well, we spoke about Tia Richardson earlier. It was a surprise perhaps that she'd been left out on the bench today. She's the most experienced of the Met substitutes, and she's warming up now.
Be interesting to see what change Izzy Taylor has at her sleeve here.
Long playing on the left, but naturally right-footed. I think that's what Lucy Finch gives you, isn't it, in the Swansea team, that balance on the left-hand side. They obviously Met have lost Lucy Finch's services. She's gone to Swansea, and have got Amy Long, more right-footed, playing on the left-hand side. And the Met lose possession out to Monet Legal. Not the best touch by Legal. Westhoff across. Ooh, dear me. Oof. Ball played forward. No flag against Stacey John Davis. Ball caught up under her feet. She looks to lob again. Oh, what a goal! by Stacey John Davis. The third time that she tried to lob Amelia Hawkins, and it's third time lucky for Stacey John Davis. The Golden Boot winner opens her account for the season. Swansea double their lead. Swansea City 2, Cardiff Met 0. Mercurial by Stacey John Davis.
Wow, what a finish. That was so cheeky. She picks the ball up, and I thought she was going to play the ball over to Katie Hosford. She's in so much space, but she only has one thing on her mind. She looks up and she's aiming for that back post, and wow, what a finish. This is why she is the leading goal scorer in the league, the Golden Boot winner, because she can produce moments of magic like that. Wow.
Well, what a superb finish. Yes, you can milk the applause. Stacey John Davis, take a bow. A la Eric Cantona.
And you know, what a crucial time in the game to score. Second half just started. It's going to be really tough now for Cardiff Met. They need to go and get at Swansea.
52 minutes gone. Swansea double their lead. Cardiff Met make a substitution. Tia Richardson is on. And Ellie Priest has been sacrificed. 30 years of age, former Swansea defender. 8 goals in 16 games last season for Tia Richardson. What do you make of that change, Katie? Is it a surprising change? Is it surprising that Tia didn't start the game?
Yeah, you don't know what goes on behind closed doors, do you, in pre-season and in training. She might have had a niggle before the game, and she knew she could only last so long. But you know, I think Cardiff Met need that little bit of experience now. They got a tough task to come back from 2 goals behind. We know as the game goes on, the game's going to open up, but we really need to see a more attacking threat now from Cardiff Met to get back into this game.
Yeah, it was the one thing that they didn't need, Cardiff Met, was to concede that early second half goal. But there was nothing they could have done about that superb finish by Stacey John Davis. And there have been 2 wonderful strikes as well. Katie Hosford, his left foot strike in the first half into the top corner, and that clever, wonderful lob. The third time she'd executed that opportunity. And this is Amy Long looking to hit back for Cardiff Met. But it's Monet Legal doing her defensive duties well, and that tracking is so important.
Swansea are working really, really hard off the ball. They're doubling up on Cardiff Met, not giving them any space or time.
Long crosses, edge of the box. Davis has time to clear. Turner steps in, looking to spread the pace, a little behind Emily Allen. Allen cutting inside. Link play by Erin Murray. Met keeping possession well. This is Tia Richardson, her first touch. And she loses out to Stacey John Davis, and she's taken out there. There will be a free kick, and it may well be a first card.
Yeah, that's what you call a professional foul. I'll be surprised if the referee doesn't show a card for that one. You can see she's gone past the defender, mistake. And yeah, she has no intent to win the ball there. She's, yeah, taking it for the team, I would say.
She just loses her footing there, the former, what is she, a Colorado State University player, Jess Westhoff, but she knew what she was doing.
Oh, definitely. And I think, well, I can speak for myself, we've all been there.
Ball played long. Hawkins comes up. She came a long way there and takes it well. Amelia Hawkins.
There's still a long time to go in this game yet. Cardiff Met have enough on this pitch to cause Swansea problems. Just Swansea are working really, really hard off the ball. They're not giving Cardiff Met much space.
This is Kelly Harris, who's done so much behind the scenes for Cardiff Met football. Oh, that's a poor pass inside, and it's Hosford again. Hosford looking for the run of Stacey John Davis. Hawkins encouraged to come off the line by the defender, and she does collect. But she's taken out one in the face there, I think. Trying to shield the ball back. is Tia Richardson, and she's just come on, and it may well be a knee to the cheek or the jawbone here.
Yeah, you can see she's got a mark on her face. I think she's trying to protect the ball. It's followed through. You can see she's been chased down. I actually think it's from the Swansea player.
It's a bit naughty, isn't it?
Yeah. Was it momentum? Ooh, that looked a little bit unnatural to me.
It did, didn't it? Well, she's taken one in the face there. Amelia Falkings, only 18 years of age, moved to Cardiff Met from Cardiff City, made 2 appearances last season, and you can see the blood flowing down her cheek there. And once again, I know we're talking about another level here, Katie, in terms of VAR and things, but you know, if you had another opportunity to have a look at that, you might come to a different decision.
I mean, that if that is intentional, that's naughty. To me, that looked like quite an unnatural position where she put her knee. Initially, I thought, like you did, I thought he was a defender protecting the ball.
Well, we've seen the best and perhaps the worst there of Stacey John Davis. Well, here's the goal.
You can see, you know, she's looking at, but you don't think she's going to shoot from there. And that's not nowhere near across. She's intended to put that ball in the back of the net. It's a great finish.
When she took that ball away from the goal, I thought, oh, well, yeah, that's the opportunity lost then, as she took it away. But she whipped it over the goalkeeper's head. It was a fantastic finish.
I thought she was going to go for a long cross, the ball into Katie Hosford, but yeah, that incredible finish.
I think we can safely say that may well be on the shortlist of Scorio's goal of the month for September, despite it only being, what is it, the 4th today.
It's great to see the keeper back up on her feet.
Stacey John Davis celebrates there, but it's unfortunate that it's her knee that caught Amelia Falkings that has led to this drop ball. She gets the ball back, takes it, and it's good to see her back on her feet after the blood flowing down her cheek. Ball played wide. Laura Davis. Davis again looking for Katie Hosford. It's cut out by Cardiff Met. Turner looking for the diagonal pass, but unfortunately. The long ball there by Steph Turner. She's been pushed up slightly now with Tia Richardson on the pitch. Laura Davis, so effective in midfield, picks it up and gives it. Mistake there by Hosford. This is Westhoff. Westhoff to Murray. Murray can play the ball wide there. Chavez was free. Chavez screams for the ball. She can only play it back to keep possession, and then is played forward over the head of Monet Legal. Race between her and Eliana Chavez. Chavez determined, but bullied out of that by Monet Legal.
Swansea are really organised at the back. You know, they're very compact. They're making it hard for Cardiff Met to find spaces. They can't break the lines, and they're making it really difficult.
Well, next Saturday's live JD Cymru Premier match on Scorio and S4C Click platforms comes from Park Hall as the current champions TNS take on Haverfordwest with a kick-off at 5:30. It's always a cracker between the West Wales Bluebirds and the champions. Monet Legal up to the star, Stacey John Davis. She plays the ball down the wing, but it's cut out by Chavez. It'll be a throw to Swansea City.
She's very good at getting a ball to feet and using the defender to turn. She's a tricky player to come up against.
Monet Legal turns Tia Richardson. She goes back to Falkings, and she does well. We haven't seen much of Shannon Evans in the second half, have we, Katie? You know, where she was pretty prominent in the first half. Met haven't been able to play that ball into her feet.
No, she hasn't had the ball.
This is good play by Long. Long releases Chavez. Chavez cuts inside. Ellie Lake, good tackle by Lake, but it's still there for Cardiff Met. Opportunity to play it wide. They do so to Long. Long, not the best first touch, but you get in a second opportunity. And at the near post, the save is made by Claire Skinner.
I think it's the first opportunity of this half for Cardiff Met. They pushed high up the pitch, a little mistake there, didn't clear the ball, and a good shooting opportunity, a chance to get the ball in the box and test Swansea.
Tia Richardson added to the threat, and it comes from Hancock, but she fails to beat the first lady at the near post. Hosford. This is on her own by Hosford. She's surrounded by Cardiff Met players. She's going on the diagonal. I'm sure she's going to be looking for support. But does she need it? There's only Stacey John Davis available in the middle. Strong, full of energy. And that little touch as well. And here's the cross to Stacey John Davis. She crosses and Hawkins collects, but wonderful play by Katie Hosford. What a run.
She had a lot to do there, didn't she? And you can see Swansea are quite content with keeping 7-8 players behind the ball and letting Katie Hosford drive forward by herself, because they have that 2-goal lead. They don't need to push everybody forward. You know, great play by Katie Hosford. You can see that was a long, tiring run. But they're playing with confidence, that front three now. But they're happy to sit. They're happy to sit with 6-7 players behind the ball and let their forwards do the work.
A good play by Hosford to go with her superb finish in the first half. Again, fine turn by Stacey John Davis. And what a pass to release Monet Legal. Legal being closed down by Long. Legal is past Long, crosses well. Hosford coming in, throws herself at the ball, but it's over the top of everybody, and it reaches Emily Allen for the Met.
They're full of life at the moment, Swansea. Full of life going forward. Cardiff Met are tiring. You can see Swansea, they've got lots of energy, but Cardiff Met, they're working so hard, but they're tiring.
Reverse pass into Stacey John Davis. Here's another opportunity, and again she goes for the lob, but this time it's over the bar. And maybe that was the opportunity to shoot low.
It was, and that hits the back of the net. I think it's game over. She's full of confidence at the moment, John Davis. You see the ball, it comes into her. She only has one thing on her mind. Cuts inside the defender. And just puts it over the bar.
It's a wonderful reverse pass there from Laura Davis. I don't know if it was meant for Stacey John Davis, but I think Laura Davis, she's sort of done some really, really excellent work. Quietly gets through her work, doesn't give the ball away.
I think Davis and Bayon in the middle, their vision to bring the front three into play has been the difference in the second half.
Allen free on the right hand side. She got the pace to beat Pau. Pau is across. She's strong. She's looking for help here from her goalkeeper, but she turns away well, and the support is there as well in order for Swansea to escape that Met attack. The ball played forward, and that's asking a lot of Stacey John Davis, and I think she'll ignore that pass. But good play there by Pau in defence, and also the support play from the Swansea defenders.
Yeah, we've said they're working really hard as units off the ball to win the ball back and not give Cardiff Met any space. And when Cardiff Met are getting forward, they're really isolated. They're asking a lot of Chavez and Emily Allen. They're leaving them 1v1 and asking them to do a lot of work. They need to get around them if they're going to get back in this game.
"66 minutes gone, 2-0 to Swansea City. The ball with Shannon Evans. Met the mountain to climb now into the last quarter. Westhoff almost pointing to where they want the girls to run. They just haven't got the legs, and you can't underestimate how much the Swansea.com stadium will have taken out of the legs of the ladies today.
Yeah, and it's the first game of the season. You know, we don't know much about Cardiff Met's pre-season, but we know Swansea's been away. They've played competitive in the Champions League, so they probably have that advantage in terms of match fitness over Cardiff Met. And I think we're starting to see that. It's starting to show. Yes, Cardiff Met, they're chasing the game, so when you're chasing the game, it's always harder, more physically and mentally. Swansea have the 2-0 lead, so they're playing with confidence. But I think it's going to be really tough for Cardiff Met to get back into this game now, based on match fitness.
I was looking at the fixtures for next week as well, with Swansea away at Abergavenny and Cardiff Met, Cardiff City home. So another difficult game for Cardiff Met next week against the team that finished third in the league.
Yeah, and this rivalry, you know, great rivalry between those two teams. I'm also going to correct a mistake. They're not Cardiff City Bluebirds. Right. I've had a very angry message from my younger sister who plays for Cardiff City, so I apologise. They are not Cardiff City Bluebirds.
I mean, it'll be Cardiff City looking to beat Cardiff Met next week, as they did, of course, in the Welsh Cup final last year. And they won today against Pontypridd by 2-0. And a correction in terms of the scores as well. It did finish TNS 1, Barry Town 3, and Abergavenny 1, Aberystwyth 2. Amy Long for Cardiff Met to Westhoff. Westhoff looking to spread the play to Emily Allen. Allen does well for the first time, beats Finch. Comes inside. Met's top scorer from last season, Emily Allen, hasn't really had a sight of goal this evening. Long, and it is from Long, a long way out. But Skinner collects comfortably.
And that's what Emily Allen does really well. She's really effective when she drives inside. But Swansea are not giving her any space to find that space to have those shots on goal. But that's when Emily Allen is really effective.
Isn't it wonderful to see so many people here? And there's another record crowd, 1,425 in attendance today at the Swansea.com stadium. And it just reflects the success of women's football across the United Kingdom, with England winning the Euros and Wales perhaps on the verge of a playoff World Cup place.
Yeah, you know, after England won the Euros, I've seen a lot of things say, you know, how is that going to affect football in Wales? But this is exactly it. This is the impact that coverage and that visibility of the women's Euros have had on women's football. It's not just about football in England. It's the impact it has had on this league. You know, we know we've got a record-breaking crowd on Tuesday, a record-breaking crowd here. You know, it's day and night compared to what football was a long time ago, and it's fantastic to see.
Stacey John Davis again does really well, headed clear by Tia Richardson. Being encouraged to shoot from a long way out. But it's Emma Bainon with the shot.
Emma Bainon, what a fantastic story about her. You know, it's hard enough to get back into pre-season training after a rest, but after having a baby, you know, that just shows the hard work and determination from the young player. And what a fantastic occasion for her to have her son at the game today.
Yes, indeed. Leaving the field with a broad smile. She's been smiling all afternoon. Monet Legal. And she is replaced by Chloe Tilley. And also coming off is Emma Bainon, and she's replaced by Niamh Jenkins. So Niamh Jenkins on.
We've just seen a slight positional change there from Swansea. John Davis has gone up wide to the right, and Tilly's come on straight down the middle.
Both benches, apart from Tia Richardson for the Met, very, very young players coming on. Niamh Jenkins, 20 years of age. Chloe Tilley, 21. And they will all have been part of that squad that travelled to Greece and will have learned a lot, I'm sure, from the experience.
Yeah, you know, it's great to see managers having belief in these youngsters. And if you don't expose them into the league, into those situations, they're never going to grow and learn. So it's great to see, you know, showcasing these youngsters. We've talked about it already, you know. lots of players in this league are playing youth level at Wales, and it just shows how much better this league has got, the competitiveness. So it's great to see youngsters having their chances.
Free kick to Swansea, the foul by Grace Corn. Swansea again, play it long, it's Sion Davies around the back of the defender, and that was it. Well, she acknowledges the standard of the quality on the cross, but maybe she should have done better there, Katie.
She's been a real nuisance, hasn't she, this second half for Cardiff Met. She's great run inside, but just couldn't get over the flight of the ball. Couldn't direct it towards the goal.
She's not the tallest, Stacey Sion Davies, but to be fair, it was a good cross, but slightly above her. Corn high into the night sky here at the Swansea.com stadium. And it looks Swansea are more likely to add a third than Cardiff Met are to get a goal back. Opportunity here, Laura Davies, edge of the box, so strong. Tilly. Stacey Jon Davies is everywhere. Ellie Lake crosses. Long does well.
It's really tough for Cardiff Met because they know they have to get back in the game. But it's such a big pitch. If they push up too soon or they go for it too soon, they're going to leave spaces for Swansea to exploit. And at the moment, their front three are really causing problems.
Evans and Powell, and Evans has done well to pull that ball back, but nobody there for Met to collect. But considering we're going to go into the last quarter, Katie, there's some tired legs out there, but some fit ladies. They've done really well, haven't they? You know, it's so difficult.
It is difficult because the more the Cardiff Met push up, you know, the gaps between the units are getting bigger, from defence to midfield to strikers. But they have to do something to get back into this game.
Shannon Evans has gone down. I think it's a head injury, and play will be stopped by a referee, Charlotte Carpenter. It looks as if the champions are going to start on the winning foot here. And it was always going to be a difficult assignment for Cardiff Met, and maybe we underestimate as well, Katie, the preparation time. We mentioned a little bit earlier, going out to Thessalonica, they may well have been, you know, difficult conditions to play in, and quality opposition in PAOK of Greece and Ferencvaros of Hungary, but it will have prepared Swansea so effectively for the start of the season.
It would have, and they probably started their pre-season ahead of Cardiff Met and other teams in the league to get ready for those games. I still think, you know, Cardiff Met, Swansea and Cardiff City, they're all going to push each other this season. The league is getting more competitive, points will be dropped, and I think it's a long old season, so you can't put too much on this result. It's a long way to go.
And it's similar to the men's game. We've got TNS who set the standard, and it's Swansea City that are setting the standard in the women's game here.
But that's what we want. We want a competitive league. We don't want it to be predictable as it has been in the past. You know, Swansea have won the league 6 times. They've been champions for the last 3 years. So Cardiff City and Cardiff Met, Pontypridd, they'll all be pushing to close those gaps.
One has to remember as well, the Welsh Cymru JD League for the men celebrates its 30th anniversary this year. The Genero Adran League, we're in the first few years of that National League, yes? Swansea looking comfortable with a 2-0 lead. Williams knocks it long, and looking for Stacey Jon Davies. She's frustrated that she couldn't get her first touch there. Again, acknowledges the pass from the back. I wonder if we're looking there, Katie, at the Golden Boot winner for this season, despite it only being the first game. She's going to be in and around those goals for the rest of the season, isn't she?
She will, and you know, there's lots of players in the league who'll be trying to get that off her. We've got Emily Allen for this team. We've got Phoebe Poole for Cardiff City. So she's got a lot of competition around her, but you can see from the 2 goals she scored today, she's in great form.
What we haven't mentioned as well in commentary is the fact that Swansea are without, of course, Chloe Chivers, out with a knee injury, an ACL injury that may well keep her out for the rest of the season. Here's the free kick, helped on by Hosford, past the post there. And Chivers, again, has contributed in terms of goals and assists, and is crucial for the success of the Swansea City team. I'm sure she will have been missed a lot out in Greece.
She's a massive loss for Swansea. Again, she's a goal-scorer, an experienced player. You know, we wish her well in her recovery, but Swansea will definitely miss her this season.
Tilly to Hosford. Hosford, edge of the box, opportunity for a third here. The defender slipped. They do clear eventually, and it's with Steph Turner, the captain, the Cardiff Met. Lucky there to escape without conceding a third. And sloppy play as well. And Swansea get the ball back. They sweep it out towards Stacey John Davis. It's Laura Davis again in midfield, picking the ball up.
Cardiff Met are still pushing, they're still being aggressive to win the ball back. That was a great tackle on the edge of the box. That goes in, it's game over. They're still in this game. You can see the ball's gone out wide to Katie Hosford. She's been a real nuisance for Cardiff Met. But what a great tackle by Amy Long. Brave.
Yeah, she's done really well, Amy Long. The conditions aren't easy here at the Swansea.com. You can see the rain lashing down. We've needed enough of it, and we've waited long enough for it. It's been a long, hot summer. Stacey John.
I was going to say, we're going back to school. Of course it's going to rain.
Yes, you're back on duty tomorrow, KTS, and I'm sure you'll have lots of young girls queuing up for your football classes as well. Yeah,
and I think it's so important for local schools to provide those opportunities for young girls, obviously, and young boys, but schools are a real good starting base for children to get involved in sport, and I'll be definitely running a girls football team this year for my school.
Yeah. And of course the huddles that have been developed all around the country have proved particularly successful. Jess Williams with the free kick for Swansea City, looking to add a third. It's right to the back post. Well, it struck one of the defenders. It will be a corner. Lack of communication, I think, between Amelia Fawkins and Shannon Evans, and it may well have come off Emily Allen, but it will be a corner for Swansea City as we...
It's a really deep free kick into the box, and I think she's trying to let it go out, and just unfortunately it hits her on the back.
Hosford on her right foot, curls it in, and it's off the line, and then it's headed down, and it's a wonderful save by Amelia Fawkins, and she gets the congratulations from her teammates. That could easily have been 3, Katie.
It's a great ball into the box, right on the keeper. She tries the punch, but she doesn't get enough on it. Great goal line clearance, and she recovers from a mistake.
Ball is played short, opportunity to cross once again. Cardiff Met clear. There's Emily Allen. Oh, bad first touch there. Gave an opportunity for Swansea to get that all-important tackle in and to push the Met back. Here comes that save.
You see the ball's just gone through her hands. I think it's just because of the conditions. Great goal line clearance. I think it's from Amy Long again. Great clearance.
Lucy Finch. Lucy Finch with a header, but the ball is cleared by the goalkeeper. And here's Finch again. Ball plays forward by Neve Jenkins, and it will be a goal kick.
And that's one thing you've got to give to Cardiff Met. They have not stopped running and covering the ground and trying to win the ball back off Swansea. They've got bodies on the line there. Great recovery run.
Well played, Tia Richardson. Swansea 2, Cardiff Met 0 on the first Sunday of the Genero Adran Premier League. More sport on S4C on Friday night at 8 p.m. S4C will have a broadcast of the World Para Triathlon Races event held here in Swansea.
Just going back to what you were saying about the hurdles before that free kick, the FAW have done a great job in creating many opportunities through the hurdles, through lots of programmes to get girls involved in football, and participation levels are really increased. You know, we talk about the impact of the Euros. It's not just about affecting elite sports in women's football, but it's about growing the game from the bottom as well, and we're definitely seeing more participation, which is fantastic to see.
Cardiff Met attacking down the right-hand side. Hosford doing her defensive duties. Can they get the cross in? 3 waiting for the cross. A goal now would make it interesting. Chavez gets to the ball first, plays it back to Amy Long. Long, one of Cardiff Met's most effective players today. Goalkeeper shouts and collects. You could hear the shout from here in the commentary box by Claire Skinner.
That's what you're told as a goalkeeper, come and command your box, and that's exactly what she did.
8 clean sheets for the Golden Glove winner. She'll want to make a clean sheet today in the opening Sunday of the league. Ball played back to Fawkins. She's done well there, Fawkins. She's only 18 years of age, remember. Promising goalkeeper.
She has, and she's got big boots to fill with Annabelle Sweeney from last season. She's Cardiff Met's player of the season, so she was a big loss to Cardiff Met, but the goalkeeper's done really well today, and the 2 goals, there's no way she could have done anything about them.
No. Ball played wide. Opportunity here to build down the right-hand side towards Shannon Evans. But Evans looks a tired figure now, leading the line. The ball played through, and Hawkins has come a long way here, and Tia Richardson had to take responsibility, but Hawkins is out of her goal. Hosford shoots, but shoots wide.
Is that what you call the commentator's curse?
Yeah, she rushed out of her off her line there, Hawkins, but Tia Richardson took responsibility but left the goalkeeper in no man's land.
Just a lack of communication there from the goalkeeper and her centre half. She could have made that a lot easier for Richardson there.
Swansea City preparing a 3rd substitution. And it's young Gwen Horgan who's going to join the play with 6 minutes left. And Gwen Horgan is a pupil at Ystalyfera School, where Ben Davies went to school. And it's Laura Davis that leaves, and she's had a really, really effective game, I feel, in midfield.
Really effective. She's been one of Swansea's best players, I think, and she's caused, you know, really impacted the game with her vision and her technical ability.
17 years of age, Gwen Horgan. Wonderful experience for such a young player to be able to play at the Swansea.com stadium. She goes back to school probably in midweek. Imagine the story she'll be able to tell.
You know, it's a great occasion, isn't it, playing at the stadium, and it's probably an occasion she won't forget, playing on Swansea's home pitch with a 2-0 lead, so it's a comfortable game for her to come into and get some experience.
The analysis, so important these days in terms of football at all levels, Katie.
And that's just another example of how the game has improved, and those standards and that professionalism that we want to see in the game.
And all the coaching staff, they will have been through the coaching qualifications that are so well thought of by the Football Association of Wales, leading the way in coaching across the world with the work that Osian Roberts has done. The Wales way.
What's great I like about the FAW, they do women-only course for coaching, because it can be quite intimidating going into a coaching course when you're full of all men. So I think that's, you know, a real opportunity for women to get involved in the coaching.
That's really interesting. Hancock's looking to play the ball inside, but Swansea can break it, and it's Gwen Horgan, young Horgan, gets a second opportunity, plays it forward. No free kick awarded there, I'm surprised. Oh, goodness me, there's a diving tackle there. And it's Grace Corn with the foul. I'm not sure if the referee was trying to play some advantage there, but I thought there was a foul earlier in the move.
And the Cardiff Met players actually stopped because I think they thought it was a foul themselves, but I think it's just tired legs reaching for that tackle. She's back up on her feet.
That's the original foul that by Grace Corn, and then she's off her feet, isn't it? That's what she's been punished for. Free kick late in the game. Hawkins was flying across her box there. Jess Williams with the shot.
Well, we've seen in the first half, didn't we, that an ambitious strike from that free kick.
She can ping a ball. Another young substitution here for Swansea, and it'll be the scorer of the first goal, Katie Hosford. Scored a wonderful first half left foot shot. Here it is.
She's had a great game, Katie Hosford. She's opening goal. She's been a real menace for Cardiff Met on that left-hand side. Cutting in, shots on goal, crosses into the box.
And replacing Katie Hosford will be young Nia Jones. Another of the players that's come through the academy. Hosford being congratulated by Kerry Phillips and the coaching staff.
She's had a real solid game, Katie Hosford. She's a standout player in the league and standout player for Swansea.
Oh, Hawkins clears, it's not the best. It's with Stacey John Davis. Davis looking to take on Tia Richardson. She's beaten Richardson, pulls it back across the face of goal. Nobody there for Swansea, but an opportunity from distance. But it's collected by Hawkins. The shot by Kelly Adams.
Every time she gets the ball, Stacey John Davis, you're expecting something to happen, aren't you? Whether it's a cross into the box, a shot on goal.
Into the last minute, Swansea ahead by 2-0. But Met haven't thrown in the towel. Ball played forward. Davis out to the left-hand side, and she's continued her run. It's picked up in midfield by Neve Jenkins. Jenkins shoots wide of the mark. Neve Jenkins, 20 years of age, trying her luck from about 25 yards.
It's really hard now for Cardiff Met because they have not, like you say, they have not thrown in the towel. They've been under long periods of pressure from Swansea. Amy
Long, one of Cardiff Met's best players, replaced by Millie Everest, 17 years of age. Ponta player. It'll be frustration for Izzy Taylor, and she'll, I'm sure, when she's interviewed after the game, will refer to that goal that was disallowed in the first half. Could have been so different.
Yeah, and I think when Swansea scored, it was very early in the second half, and it just made it really difficult then for Cardiff Met to pick themselves back up and find their way back into the game. You have to give credit to Swansea. They've been really organised, really compact, and they've made it difficult for Cardiff Met to find spaces and get their most influential players into the game.
Good play there by Tia Richardson. And no chance for Chavez to be able to control that one, and she concedes the throw. Ellie Lake with the throw. We've got 5 minutes of added time at the Swansea.com stadium, and a foul there by Tia Richardson.
That's just frustration.
The foul on Chloe Tilley. And Davis taking responsibility now for this free kick. Jess Williams up from the back. Interestingly, Alicia Powers stayed back. Into the middle it goes, towards the far post. The heads go up. Important header by Tia Richardson. Good play by Neve Jenkins to Gwen Horgan. Swansea still building down that left-hand side, but as we come to the conclusion of the game, Katie, a deserved victory for Swansea City, but that offside goal should have stood.
Yeah, it should have stood, and like you say, it could have been a completely different game, but unfortunately we don't have the expert VAR. I shouldn't call it expert really, should I? But we don't have that, so it's a difficult one. But yeah, Cardiff Met will definitely be frustrated with that. But you have to give it two very classy goals to Swansea, and they have been the dominating team in attack.
Met still on the attack, but it'll throw to them around halfway. Looking at Gwen and Harris's decision to name the player of the game to Stacey John Davis, I'm sure you'd agree.
I don't think you can argue with that, can you? Great finish. She's had plenty of chances. You know, she's really brought the game alive, really. She's played with great confidence, and she's definitely going to be a player to watch this season.
The clock ticks down. We played 3 of the 5 that have been added at the end of the game, but here comes Chavez for Cardiff Met looking for support. Ball played inside. I'm sure she's tried to pass that inside, but it might well have been towards the referee.
To the referee, it was.
It was, isn't it?
Yeah. Sometimes when you do look at, you're literally just looking at for the colour shirt, and the referee has blended in with the Cardiff Met players.
Well, almost 1,500 present here at the Swansea.com Stadium, a record league crowd on the first Sunday of the Genero Adran Premier League, an historic day for women's football in Wales, and hopefully it'll be another historic evening on Tuesday night when Wales secure the point they need for World Cup playoff qualification. Here's the star of today's games, Stacey John Davis. Score of a mercurial goal in the second half, lifting that ball over Amelia Fawkins. Ellie Lake. John Davis, just an opportunity now to run the clock down, but give possession away. And here's Cardiff Met once again, one last opportunity for a consolation goal perhaps. Ball played forward. Erin Murray. Chavez demanding the ball. Hancock's linking play. Grace Corn looking for Shannon Evans. Opportunity here for a consolation goal. Evans, oh, what a save by Claire Skinner. Well, the ball was played forward. It was an excellent opportunity for Shannon Evans for a consolation goal for Met. Great save.
Great save. She used her pace and her strength to get past the Swansea captain, but what a save using her feet by Skinner.
And there's the final whistle to confirm the first 3 points of the season for Kerry Phillips. Star of the show today, Stacey John Davis. Wonderful goal in the second half. The first goal, a left foot rifled shot into the top corner by Katie Hosford. But Swansea City, the champions, start on the front foot. 3 points for them. It's finished here at the Swansea.com Stadium in front of 1,500 people. Swansea 2, Cardiff Met 0.
Diolch Dylan, diolch Gwenan am noson I Abertawe. Dechreuad perfedd i'r pencampwyr ar benwythnos agoriadol tymor y brif adran Genero. Dyma canlyniad eraill heddi. Cydydd yn eraill o gol i gol i ddim yn Pontypridd. Y Feny'n colli o gol i ddwy yn erbyn Aberystwyth, a wedyn ni y Seintiau Newydd yn colli o 2 gol i 1 hefyd. Seren y sioe, Stacey John Davis, Nia Jones yn cadw cwmni i fydd yn hyn. Nia am berfformiad ac am ganlyniad I Abertawe.
Yeah, gwyddodd y gêm, na nhw wella gwyddodd y gêm. Edrych yn really cyffyrddus mewn meddiant i'r diwedd. Safon y 2 gol, gan Hosford ac gan Stacey John Davies. Mae'n llawn heiddiannol cael y wobr ar y diwedd. Ond ie, jyst gwaith nath i wneud ar y bil, ond hefyd oddi ar y bil. Bydd y ddwy ohonyn nhw, yn really cystadlu am yr esgydair, a maen nhw'n edrych yn beryglus Abertawe.
Reit, mae rhaid i weld y gol yma gan Stacey John Davies ni, ond i'n rili lygo fy wyn, Stephen Russell Martin, bydd e'n cael ei gyda Stacey John Davies ar ôl hwn.
Dwi'n siarad a gweda hi Arsenal hefyd, mae'n deffro i popeth. A fan hyn, mae'n edrych bod Cardiff metaf a cover, ond mae'n mor gyflym, a os ydych chi'n edrych mewn slow-mo, mae'n cael cip bach olwg ar y gol. Fi'n gwybod mae Katie Offord yn y canol, and actually, mae di trio y chip yma dwy waith yn yr hanner cyntaf, ddim gwaith i ddod i ffwrdd, ond fan hyn, o flaen y gorf yma, yn y stadiwm yma, jyst mor arbennig, a mae'n hyd i gol yna.
Fi wedi gweld y slaint o dden golygu i Stacey, o beth am i ni gael ymateb gan Gabriel Duke.
Mae Penny llongyfarchiadau mawr dechrau y gwych i'r tymor fan hyn. Roedd y gol gyntaf wastad yn mynd i bod yn un bwysig yn y gêm hyn yna. A'r gol gwych gan Kate Osford, sydd chi'n teimlo?
Ie, wrth gwrs, oedd y gêm agos yn y hanner cyntaf, ond ie, gol wych gan Katie, na beth o'n hi'n gallu wneud, gêm fel hyn, oedd e'n cyfeiwyr awdorgar i ni. Ie, oedd e'n agos yn y hanner cyntaf, ond mewn yn ail hanner, o'n i'n tîm o'r gorau mewn y gêm, a ie, o'n i'n hapus mor i dechrau tymor fel gêm fel hyn.
A roeddech chi'n edrych yn beryglus iawn ac yn siarp iawn hefyd. Dwi'n credu bod os oedd y profiad yn Ewrop dros y haf wedi helpu chi i paratoi a cael ffitrwydd ar gyfer y gêm hyn?
Ie, wrth gwrs, ddim ond y gêm o'n y Champions League, ond y friendlies cyn nhw hefyd. So ni wedi chwarae games anodd mewn pre-season hefyd, ac mas o'n Greece oedd y results ddim yna, ond y perfformiad yna beth yn ei hapus gyda'r dros y haf, ac ni'n hapus heno gallu gweld ar y faith, so ie, o'n y cais o fi'n hapus.
Ac am y cwrtyr 1,400 yn gwirio'r gêm heno, Abertawe, gyda?
Wrth gwrs, ie, mae'n gred i'r clwb, i'r gweithwyr ifanc, merched a boes hefyd, ond ie, diolch i'r clwb, ond yn y gêm Abertawe, roedd yn atmosphere yn gred hefyd, so ie, diolch i'r clwb a diolch am sgorio hefyd yn dod i gêm, ie, yn amser gwych i'r dechrau tymor.
Diolch hefyd.
Ie, golygfeydd hyfryd fan hyn yn stadiwm Swansea.com. Ni o beth am ni gael gybolwg ar y gol agoriadol. Casey Hosford, ni wedi sôn am y gol Stacey John Davies, ond oedd hon yn ergyd hyfryd gan Casey Hosford.
Oedd o'n wych, mae nhw'n neud yn dda yn canol cae yn radial, actually. Mae fyny yn yr awyr fan hyn, ond mae nhw'n ennill y peniad cyntaf. A dyma Hosford, di ddim hyd yn oed yn edrych i fyny. Mae'n gwybod lle mae Steph Turner, mae'n troi hi ar hyder i taro hyn yn y gornel top efo'n trwy chwyd. Yn just wych, a dyma pam dan isio gemau fel hyn ar y teledu ac ar llwyfan a mewn stadiwm fel hyn, achos mae ganddyn nhw y quality fel sydd gan Casey Hosford.
Sa'i moyn cymryd unrhyw beth oddi ar Abertawe, ond oedd am ddiffyn mec Caerdydd, oedd nhw ddim yn edrych yn gyfforddus mas yna heddi.
Na, mae'n anodd pan da chi i ffwrdd o gartref yn erbyn tîm sydd yn slicio, sydd wedi bod efo gilydd yn slicio, maen nhw wastad yn drefnus, efo llawn disgyblaidd Abertawe, ond actually oedd gwagleoedd Cardiff mec lot mwy fawr na fydd Izzy Taylor yn hapus hefo, ond hefyd y perthynas rhwng Evans a rhwng Emily Allen hefyd, dim cweit yna, ond mae'n really gynnar yn y gyngrair. Fi'n siŵr bydd nhw'n wella hefo wythnosau i ddod, ond fi'n siŵr bydd nhw'n gystadleuol tuag at diwedd y tymor.
Wel, Nia, diolch yn fawr am dy gwmni di heno. Mae wedi bod yn noson hanesyddol ar wythnos hanesyddol. Abertawe yn ennill o 2 gol i 0. Ceirwch